Hats off to the Eagles, man. They got after us, all three phases.
What was the difference in the game, do you think, at the end of the
day? Couldn't get it going offensively. They just got after us on all three phases, and then on top of that, turnovers, penalties, playing behind the sticks on offense is just drop passes, not taking advantage of, the play call and executing. There's a lot that goes into it. You don't lose like that without everything going bad. So
what's most shocking about this type
of that we haven't played that bad all year.
Did they do anything that surprised you guys at all?
No.
Keep everyone going on the sidelines. Was it difficult today?
Just couldn't find that spark, couldn't find that momentum. This team is going to fight till the end forever, and you saw that even with the score late. We're always going to fight.
You talked to some of those guys over there, kind of found the guys you wanted to talk to. What was your message to them?
Congratulations.
I feel like at halftime it was totally within reach.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, never lose doubt, never lose faith in, especially at half.
What was Coach's message to you guys afterwards?
This one's gonna hurt. Let it hurt and figure out how to get better because of it. Have a good one, guys.
The Philadelphia Eagles dominated the Kansas City Chiefs with a decisive 40-22 victory in Super Bowl 59. The tone was set early when Eagles fans loudly booed Taylor Swift as she appeared on the Jumbotron, an ominous preview of what was to come for the Chiefs on the field. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce both delivered subpar performances, among the worst of their careers, and were visibly emotional after the loss. Philadelphia's fans kept the energy high all night, their deafening support disrupting the Chiefs' offense from the opening snap. The Eagles came out firing in the first quarter, overcoming a questionable offensive pass interference call to score the opening touchdown with their signature tush-push play. The Chiefs, meanwhile, were stifled on both of their early drives as Mahomes struggled under constant pressure and failed to find a rhythm with his receivers, barely missing targets and nearly throwing interceptions. Momentum briefly seemed to swing toward Kansas City early in the second half when Jalen Hurts threw a risky deep ball that was intercepted by Brian Cook. But the Eagles' defense quickly snuffed out any hopes of a comeback. Rookie cornerback Cooper DeJean intercepted an errant Mahomes pass and returned it for a pick six, stretching the lead to 17-0. Moments later, Mahomes threw another interception, this time to linebacker Zach Bond, which led to a touchdown pass from Hurts to A.J. Brown. By halftime, the Eagles held a commanding 24-0 lead, shocking fans and analysts alike. The Chiefs had deferred after winning the coin toss, hoping to gain momentum to start the second half, but failed to make the necessary adjustments. The Eagles' defense remained relentless, keeping Kansas City off balance and firmly in control of the game. The story of the game boiled down to one glaring issue: the Chiefs' inability to protect Patrick Mahomes. He was sacked 6 times and under constant duress, never able to find comfort in the pocket. By the time the second half rolled around, the Eagles' lead had ballooned to an insurmountable 34-0, a margin even Tom Brady would have struggled to overcome. His famous Super Bowl 51 comeback came from a 28-3 deficit. The game was so lopsided that Eagles backup quarterback Kenny Pickett came in to close things out. Mahomes, far from his usual brilliance, finished with 257 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. But much of that production came in garbage time. His accuracy was erratic, and he looked visibly shaken throughout the game. Travis Kelce didn't fare any better, managing just 4 receptions for 39 yards. However, not everyone on Kansas City's side faltered. Rookie wideout Xavier Worthy delivered a breakout performance, catching 8 passes for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns, trying to will the Chiefs back into the game almost single-handedly. On the Eagles' side, it was a complete team effort. Jalen Hurts led the offense with precision, throwing for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns with 1 interception, and adding 72 rushing yards and a score on the ground. Wideouts Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown both exploited the Chiefs' secondary. Smith finished with 69 yards and a touchdown, while Brown added 43 yards and a score. Defensively, the Eagles were relentless. Josh Sweat and Milton Williams each recorded 2 sacks, terrorizing Mahomes throughout the night. Saquon Barkley had a quieter game than his earlier playoff performances, rushing for 57 yards with no touchdowns, but his presence still kept the Chiefs' defense honest. The Eagles will now celebrate their dominant Super Bowl victory in New Orleans, capping off a near-perfect postseason run. For Kansas City, the loss was historic for more reasons than the scoreline. Despite the disappointing result, Travis Kelce still managed to etch his name into the record books. With his 3rd catch of the night, he surpassed Hall of Famer Jerry Rice for the most career receptions in Super Bowl history, eclipsing Rice's 33 catches over 4 games. Kelce now stands alone, though the moment was bittersweet, coming in the 4th quarter of a 40-22 defeat. Despite the blowout loss, Travis Kelce still etched his name deeper into Super Bowl history. With his 3rd catch of the night, he surpassed Hall of Famer Jerry Rice for the most career receptions in Super Bowl history. Rice had 33 catches over 4 Super Bowls with the San Francisco 49ers. Kelce now holds the record outright, finishing the game with 4 catches for 39 yards. While it took Kelce one more game to surpass the legendary wide receiver, it's hard to overstate the magnitude of the achievement, especially on the biggest stage in football. Earlier this postseason, Kelce broke another of Rice's records, posting 117 receiving yards in the divisional round win over the Houston Texans. That performance marked Kelce's 9th career 100-yard playoff game, breaking his tie with Rice for the most ever. Entering Super Bowl 59, Kelce had already amassed 350 receiving yards in Super Bowl play, 4th all-time. 174 postseason receptions, 1st, 2,039 postseason receiving yards, 2nd, and 20 receiving touchdowns, 2nd, firmly cementing his place as one of the greatest playoff performers in NFL history. Even in defeat, he added another milestone to an already Hall of Fame resume. This Super Bowl also marked a Brother Bowl rematch of sorts, but this time, Jason Kelce was on the sidelines. The retired Philadelphia Eagles legend made it clear he was cheering for his brother Travis and the Chiefs. Jason, 37, was spotted at the Caesars Superdome wearing a red and gold beaded friendship bracelet spelling out Big Yeti Brother, a nod to Travis's nickname, and reportedly a Taylor Swift-approved accessory. Jason also embraced the host city's festive spirit, layering Mardi Gras-style necklaces, including one with a king cake season graphic. His look was noticeably more toned down than last year, when he showed up in loud red and gold checkered overalls, a Chiefs team patch, and a Big Yeti t-shirt, an outfit that gained even more attention after he famously ripped off his shirt in the stands during the Chiefs-Bills playoff game earlier in the 2023-24 season. He's moved on from that, joked his wife Kylie Kelce on a recent episode of her podcast, referring to his viral shirtless moment. Kylie, for her part, made it clear she wouldn't be wearing anything supporting another team, even for her brother-in-law. "I'd never wear anything but Eagles gear," she said. The Kelces also revealed that their 3 daughters stayed home during the Super Bowl. "It's a little controversial," Kylie admitted. "Even in the regular season, I don't take the girls to every game. They're still so young. A stadium packed with thousands of people is a lot, and with 3 little ones, it gets hectic." Meanwhile, Travis's girlfriend Taylor Swift was in attendance, watching from a star-studded suite that included her father Scott, brother Austin, Ice Spice, Ashley Avignon, and the Hyam sisters. Also present were Travis and Jason's parents, Donna and Ed Kelce. Last year, Jason joked that the celebrity-packed suite felt overwhelming. "It was like, dude, everyone wants to see her," he said. "The suite's only so big." Jason Kelce later admitted that the Super Bowl atmosphere had become overwhelming, especially with the star-studded crowd packing the family's suite. "It was like, dude, everyone wants to come see her," he said, referencing Taylor Swift. "But the suite's only so big." He reiterated how chaotic it felt this year, calling it very overwhelming. Still, Jason was a fan favorite in New Orleans, hosting his own celebrity-packed party on Thursday night ahead of the big game. But the party didn't last for Kansas City. The dream of a historic three-peat was officially crushed as the Chiefs fell to the Philadelphia Eagles in a 40-22 blowout, one of the most one-sided Super Bowls in recent memory. Philadelphia's explosive offense and disciplined defense completely overwhelmed Kansas City's championship formula. Both teams traded punts on their opening drives, but things quickly escalated. On the Eagles' second drive, a highly questionable defensive pass interference call on Trent McDuffie, mirroring an earlier questionable offensive PI call on A.J. Brown, kept the drive alive. The refs may have been inconsistent, but at least they were consistently bad. That call led to a key catch by Jahan Dotson at the 1-yard line, setting up a Jalen Hurts touchdown on the now iconic brotherly shove. From there, Philly's four-man pass rush began to dominate. The Chiefs were held scoreless in the first quarter, and tensions flared on the sideline. Center Creed Humphrey was seen voicing frustration with his offensive line. But it didn't help. With the Eagles keeping 7 in coverage and still getting to Mahomes, disaster struck. A pick six to rookie Cooper DeJean, followed by another interception to linebacker Zach Bond, which set up an A.J. Brown touchdown. Things didn't improve in the third quarter. The Eagles kept applying pressure, and Hurts connected on a deep bomb to Devonta Smith, extending the lead to 34-0. Mahomes, finally responding, came out swinging, hitting Xavier Worthy with a laser downfield. Despite heavy pressure, he showed flashes of brilliance, including a gutsy shovel pass to Travis Kelce for a first down and a rolling crossbody strike to a diving Worthy in the end zone for the Chiefs' first points of the night. Kansas City went for 2, but failed, and Kelce, despite his milestone night, looked every bit his age. Entering the fourth quarter, it felt like the final act of his Hall of Fame Super Bowl run. The Eagles then bled over 5 minutes off the clock and capped the drive with a field goal, extending their lead to 37-6. From there, the rest was a formality. Mahomes kept fighting late in the third quarter, rolling right and firing across his body to find a diving Xavier Worthy in the end zone for the Chiefs' first touchdown of the game. Kansas City attempted a 2-point conversion, but Mahomes' pass to Travis Kelce fell incomplete. The legendary tight end, who has shown flashes of age this season, looked like a player at the tail end of his Hall of Fame career. As the fourth quarter began, there was a sense that it might be Kelce's last Super Bowl appearance. Unfortunately for the Chiefs, the final quarter didn't offer a spark. Instead, the Eagles methodically chewed up more than 5 minutes of game clock on their opening drive before Jake Elliott tacked on another field goal, extending the lead to 37-6 and all but sealing the outcome. After the final whistle, Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes were seen quietly entering the Chiefs' locker room at Caesars Superdome, looking physically and emotionally drained. The duo, once so unstoppable, couldn't get into rhythm all game. The Chiefs' struggles were evident from the very beginning. Kansas City got off to a sluggish start against the Eagles, especially Mahomes and Kelce. The pair misfired on their first 2 pass attempts, including a crucial 3rd and 3 in the second quarter that ended in a punt. By the midpoint of the second quarter, the Chiefs had managed just 1 first down and 26 total yards on 3 possessions, while Philadelphia had already built a 10-0 lead. The game spiraled further out of reach when Mahomes threw a costly pick six to rookie cornerback Cooper DeJean, deepening the deficit and breaking Kansas City's spirit. What was once a potential three-peat season ended in a humiliating loss, with the Eagles dominating all 3 phases of the game.